What's up, gamers, and welcome to an episode of Final Fantasy 15, A New Empire. This video really is here just so I can kind of give any low-level player some just good starting off tips. Now, I'm not one of the top players or anything like that, so I don't want to give anyone the wrong idea. But for someone who doesn't spend nearly as much as some others, I can hopefully guide you guys to be somewhat successful. So when you're first playing the game kind of does tell you to build certain things here and there, and that's good and all. But one thing that I did miss in the very beginning that I should have been doing from level one, well, basically through each level, is not only just building structures, build multiples. Like I have multiples of a lot of things here. I basically specialize in farm right now because I have more farm than anything else. But definitely, you want to level everything that you have to whatever level you are. So even though I have like a ton of farms, I want to level them all to 13 eventually, which is what I'm going to start doing here in a bit. And then other things that, also you're getting gold and stuff like that, or not gold, but gil, you want to build multiples of those as well so you can just keep producing resources faster. You want to do that if you're kind of playing a lot. Now, another thing that I did not know that I should be pushing, that I've been pushing hard on now, is research. Now, the quick way to get to research is to click on the little booklet where it says idle, and right below, all of my queues, click the little booklet thing that's in the middle, the open book here. And then you go to the pay attention to the university. If you know where the university is, just click university. And then you want to boost certain things. So me personally, now if you saw my first video on this and where I was kind of demoing it, I made the point to where I noticed that one of the best ways to get stuff is to just attack monsters. Well, what I didn't realize at the time was that if you click on hero or tap it, depending what device you're using, you can actually level up certain things like your MP recovery, your monster attack march speed, your hero critical hit, your hero's attack streak, and an MP cost reduction on top of MP recovery 2, hero attack, and critical hit 2. So you want to keep pushing these so that you can be more effective when you're attacking monsters. Things happen faster, you deal more damage, you have more chances of critting. This is going to help you to attack multiple monsters kind of in one setting. Right before recording, I did attack something on a beehive, so I'll kind of go over that real quick. Now, you have the option to do what's called going all out or max attack, where you can use pretty much all of your MP to hit a monster. But that's not always a smart thing to do, because there was a level 1 down here that I can't find. Oh, I'll just attack the level 2 instead. So I've recovered some MP since my last attack, and actually quite a bit. So right now it costs me 960 MP to attack, so I'm going to go ahead and do this. I could go max attack, but there's a reason I'm not going to. One, if I max attack, I actually won't be able to kill him, and I know that for sure. My chapter does not have this at the moment. I'm currently working on crafting an item that should eventually be able to get MP right now. Once I get that to max, I'll be able to equip that and do a little bit better. That's the other thing too, and I'll get to that afterwards. But right now we'll just go over monster attacking. So I attacked the monster once, right? I'm like, okay, cool. Well, you didn't really deal that much damage, and that's very true. As a matter of fact, if you go to mail, it will show you a report of what you did here. So I did about 7% damage, and that's with the normal hit. So ideally, I wouldn't be able to kill this monster if I, was just going maxed out because, it's just one hit. Now, and then of course it tells you what you get for doing it, the loyalty you get, the items that you get. And you want to keep doing this because you need these items badly. So hitting the back button, you want to attack it again because what happens now is it shows you have a streak now right below where the timer is. So my streak level is at 1, which means I have a streak buff of 14%. So I'll go ahead and attack again. Now, because of this, I should deal more damage even on a normal hit. So we'll see what happens here. And this is also why it's better to attack multiple times because you can effectively get more bang for your buck. Now if we go so if you keep attacking over and over and keep increasing your streak, you'll actually deal more damage overall. And of course, if I were to crit, I would do more damage. So we'll go back. And I wouldn't have killed it. So hopefully, because of me doing this, I might be able to kill it. So this time I dealt a little over 10% because it showed it right above the monster that I attacked. To monsters, especially if you know you can't kill it maxing out. So now we have a streak of three, and you can level up the streak if I'm not mistaken. I think my max is at nine. I'm out to double check, but as far as like bonuses, so now I did 11% damage. Definitely not a crit, but and just to prove it, if you didn't see it, I'm going to talk about too in this video, but I kind of just want to show you as it's happening so you can kind of see proof of what I'm talking about here. That, and I kind of do want to attack this level two. Now, you do have to do research, I believe it is, to attack higher level monsters. Right now, I'm only able to attack level ones and level twos. That's it. But once I get enough resources, which is like millions of resources, which is going to be a while, I'll eventually be able to attack a level three. But I'm not there yet. Ooh, look at that, 25% damage. Dang. So that was a crit, obviously, and it'll tell you. Actually started two critical hit. One critical hit, it dealt 25% damage. So if I do a critical hit two more times, I will be able to kill this. If not, then it's a maybe. 20,000 Noctis experience is pretty good too. And of course, loyalty is good to purchase things that you need from the guild shop. And we'll go probably, if I have time, I'll go over that. If not, maybe I might do another video. Who knows? But we'll go ahead and attack again. And I kind of have the song off at the moment just to kind of get rid of any potential distraction or errors. I noticed that when you first log into the game, the music kind of loops twice until you change the scenery, like go from your base to the outside world, and then it'll actually fix itself eventually. So this time I dealt, I did a normal hit, which dealt 14% damage, is now down to 22. So two normal hits will kill this. The question is, do I have enough damage to do two more hits? This is where you can do some math. If I attack once, it takes 960. My max attack is 2880. So since clearly I, two more attacks, I will be able to kill it. Now, and again, had I went maxed out earlier, more than likely I would have dealt it maybe 80 or 90% damage, or 90 some percent. This kind of ensures that you get the kill, more or less. So I dealt 15% damage, as you can tell by the report here. 15.81, he's down to 6% damage, or, health. So we'll be able to kill it guaranteed on the next hit. And this is all because of the bonus you get for doing multiple attacks. You don't get this bonus when you're doing just the max one time hit. Now, I'm pretty sure that if you attack, let's say, three times, you can then do a max attack and your streaks will still apply to the rest of it. I haven't done that because I don't feel like doing the mathematical computation to determine if that's worth it or not. I'm just going to keep it simple. And then just like that, Noctis is going to walk up to him, and bam, the Crunkster knocks him out.
6% damage because that's all he had. And then, of course, he falls over. Now, anytime a monster falls over and dies, basically it turns into a. Basically, you can go into its lair and then collect resources from it. Now, typically, and actually, that's what I'm going to do. I'm actually going to, before Noctis even goes in there, because I'm actually going to do more attacks later, I'm going to do a max Q, because this is, well, actually, I might. Yeah, why not? We'll let all of my people go in there for now, and then we'll just do. Actually, I'll keep 1,000 warriors at bay. As you guys can tell, I don't have a lot of units at the moment. Right now, I'm just focused on building and building and building. I'm gonna keep a few people there. No, I'm not gonna add my hero. It is a good idea to add your hero if you want to get more bonuses. But I typically like to use my hero to attack monsters, and sure, I'll help my people. Why not? There we go. So now you have an understanding of how to deal with monsters. You kill them, and once they're dead, send out some people to more or less collect what you can from their lair. The more people that you send in, the more things that you can potentially collect and whatnot. So definitely worth doing. And then of course, if you tap on the monster, it shows that I actually had a critical hit, which is kind of a waste since he didn't have much health anyway. But got some resources, some energy, and of course some loyalty, and nothing wrong with that. So here's some advice that I'm going to give to some of you. Oh, and go always do your quest. By the way, anytime they come up, do your quest. I'm actually going to start some quest right now. You just tap on it, and it just happens automatically. Once the timer goes out, you'll collect the rewards, and it tells you what the rewards are. If you just go to information, I believe. No, not information. Sorry, I think you have to actually tap on it, and it should. There it is. Yeah, if you tap on where the quest is itself, it'll tell you what you get once it's completed. So there you go. Now, where I wanted to kind of get at was we're gonna go back to the our base here. Now, when you're leveling up certain things, there's only a certain amount of resources your base is able to hold. So the reason I mentioned this is because a lot of what I was doing in the beginning was every time I got items from killing monsters or whatnot, or gifts from people, I was always just constantly using the items and then just kind of building and building and building. What I failed to realize is if I want to maximize the items that I have to build things that I just can't afford to build because of my limits, the best thing to do is to not immediately collect the items that you get. So I'll kind of show you what I mean. So if you tap on items, go to my items, and then go to resources. Now, if you have gold, go ahead and collect it. But a lot of the stuff like food, energy, stones, metal, and gil, don't collect it right away if you don't need it. Because if you do, then you're at your max. Your resources stop producing. So what you want is you want your production to already be at max when you use these items, or wait till you have something you're trying to build that you don't have enough items for, then use these items at that time. Because if you collect all these items and then you log out and then come back tomorrow, you just kind of wasted your items because your, you know, castle is not producing much. Now, as far as special is concerned, you definitely want to immediately use your Noxus experience, especially if you've like done all your MP for attacking. You want to do this because if he levels up, he recharges his MP. So that'll be cool. Now, of course, I need a lot of MP in order to level. Also, if you ever get anything that says VIP, you want to level that up as well. So just keep that in mind. So the reason I bring this up is because there's something I kind of want to build. And I'm thinking it was the hospital. No, it wasn't the hospital. There was something I wanted to build that costed like millions and millions. Oh, I know what it was. It was something in the university. I think I wanted to level up. I don't know if it was hero. Oh yeah, if I want to attack a level 3, for example, because it's right here. If I tap on it and go to research, look at that. I need almost 6 million gil in order to get that. I need a little over 3.5 million metal. I need about a little over 2.5 million stones, and I need about looks like almost 7 million energy just to get be able to attack level 3 monsters. Now there are a few ways that I can manipulate this. I can either one just save up all my resources that I get and not use them at all, and just build what I can normally build until, I get to a higher level where I can store more items and go that way. Or I can actually just ask my guildmates to send me a bunch of resources. And then if I can get enough, then I can start building all this. Now, I'm not the kind of person that likes to constantly ask for stuff too often. So I'm going to kind of do this myself, more or less. Now, if someone offers me stuff, I'll obviously, you know, go ahead and I'll take whatever they're going to give me just for free. But if since I'm not gonna be just saying, "Hey guys, can you send me like millions of stones and stuff like that?" I'm gonna use what I use my items. I'm gonna store my items up, and once I have enough items, I'm gonna go ahead and use that to get what I want. There's also other things too. Combat is kind of important. This is if you're the kind of person that will be attacking bases a lot, which you might end up doing. It could become necessary. So if I want to level up some of this stuff, it's probably going to be costly. Like for example, if I want warrior armor, I could research that. I could actually research this right now if I wanted to. I'm not going to. I think it's something else I want to do. But basically, when you're researching combat, this is all about, you know, upping your warriors attack, warriors defense, your mages, your cavalry. You're making them as good as they can possibly be. Also, when you're first creating your barracks, you only get level 1 characters. Now, once you go up enough in your research, which is very important, you can eventually get to level 2 warriors and then eventually level 3. Yeah, you get level 3 of everything. And is there a level 4? Ah, there are level 4. So you can eventually get to level 4 warriors and whatnot, so where you can do some, crazy attacks on people or you can defend really well. Like I said, university as far as research is very, very important in this game. I did not realize this until I got to like Citadel level 10 or something. So I'm way behind right now. But anyway, so you want to get your hero up, you want to get your combat up. Your economics is kind of important too. I mean, this is kind of what helps you to produce your stuff faster. So you definitely want to make sure that you're producing your food, your metals, and stuff really well. Some people have been asking questions I've seen off and on, like how do I produce a little bit faster, a little bit more? Well, if you research this stuff, like right now, my stone production is at level 5 here, which basically means I get a total bonus of 24%. It increases your quarry's stone production. So, and then if you can tap on information, and it'll tell you, what your limits are more or less. So there you go. So my next level, my stone production bonus will be at 9%. Total bonus is 33. So there you go. And then there's other things you can do too. You can do your trading tax reduction, which is kind of important. What trading tax is, anytime that you're giving resources to other people, there is a tax that is charged to you for doing this, and those taxes will hit you hard. It's kind of crazy. But if you level this up, it'll actually reduce the bonus, which is basically the amount that you have to spend to send resources to other people. Because I'm the person that actually sends food to people off and on because I have like millions of it. I will admit that I did spend $25 basically total on two packages, one for $5 and one for $20 to kind of get ahead. Now, I did this not because I have to, because you really don't have to spend money. I'm the kind of person, if I enjoy the game, I will spend money, and I am enjoying this game so far. And the one thing I didn't go over, I think, was defense, which is actually probably one of the most important and first things you should probably do in a university. Basically, you have your trap building, which is important because, you want to be able to build them as fast as you can. You can build certain things like fire barricades, lightning, and ice. Uh, and then, of course, afterwards, you have your city defense attack, which is very important. I got that at 7 right now. I can't go any further. When you tap something and you see a lock on it, there's a reason you can't do it. If you want to know what you need, just tap on research or click if you're using a computer, and then it tells you what you need. So in this case, you need your universe to be level 14. My universe is only level 13, so I currently cannot do this right now. And I'm not really pushing for it at the moment. I'm just kind of showing you for the sake of, the tutorial. City defense HP, there's no lock on it. I can actually do it. However, the question is, do I have the resources? So I tap on research, And right now, it looks like I'm short about 200,000 gil, and I'm short about 170,000 energy. So if I have enough items stored right now, I could actually go for this. Because right now, I'm at the point where I'm maxed and I can't produce anymore. How do you know that you cannot produce anymore? Well, one way is just to look at the numbers. Those numbers in red, if you don't see it going up, the numbers on the left side of the total, because the right side is what you need, the left side is what you have. If you see the numbers going up, that means your base is still producing that resource. If it's not moving, that means you produce the max that you're able to produce. So that means that in order to build on this, you have to either get people to send you resources or you need to collect the resources that you've gained so that you can get this. So this is why I was saying earlier to every time that whenever you get items, don't automatically just get collect the resources. Let it store until you absolutely need it, and then you can actually get the stuff you need. So for example, let's see if we have enough gil. So I need, oh god, I have to do math, about 200k gil. We'll just say if I have 200k gil, I can do this. So looking right now, I can use one for 1,000, two for about 12,500, so that would be about 50,000, 51,000 here. I have one for 13,250, so that's about, we'll just say a little over 60,000. And then I have another one that'll bring me over 70, probably like 75k, we'll say. We have another one for 25k, which will bring me about 100k, so that's halfway right there. Now, my numbers are a little bit off. I'm just, kind of guessing, doing estimates here. Another 30,000 are about 130k. And after that would be a no. So, this is what you can do. As you can tell, you can use gold. On the top of the screen, top right of the screen, it'll tell you how much gold you have. So if I wanted to, I could either A, do a combination of using items and then paying so much gold to get the amount that I need, or I can just use the gold I have and just get what I need. So in this case, I have about 1,100 gold. So I could just use 400 of that gold to get 150k right now, and then use a couple of items to get what I need, which I think I'm going to do for the sake of this tutorial. So let's do that. So we're going to go ahead and spend 400 gold, and boom, now I have 150k that's been added to this. Now, and if you want to confirm, if you go back, it'll show you now I have 793k. So now all I need, I should collect it. Yeah, I think it automatically added it. Good. So now I'm at 793, so I need another about 50k to get where I need to go. So up now. Okay. That. Now I just need to get energy. As far as energy is concerned, I'm not really that far behind. It seems I just need about 170k. So what I can do here, I can count how much I have. I have like 6,000, and right now I'm just kind of adding it in my head instead of giving you all this. About 20k, about 25k, about 75k. That's going to be over 100k. So I can produce about 100K right now, but I need more than that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to spend 400 and get 150 and save those resources for now when I need them for something bigger. So now some of you might say, why don't you just save your gold? Yeah, saving my gold is another smart idea too. It's just that I'm just on a time crunch and I want to make sure that I show you everything that's needed here while I on the recording. So now I just need a little over about 20K and I should be done. So I'll just do one of these and then bang, I should be able to get it now. So actually, is there anything else I'm low on? No. All right, so now I should be able to research. And boom, I'm able to research it. So just tap on help. What it does is it lets the guild know that you have stuff that you need. Oh, if you see that jumping thing on the left, I'd always collect it. But people will start helping me. Each time someone helps you, it knocks off about a minute, I believe. And of course, I'm going to help other people as well. See, right now, there's a maximum of 7 people that can help me. So that can reduce my total time by 7 minutes. So, and then if I really, really wanted to, I could speed it up. And I'm not going to actually do this because I don't think it's necessary, but I could speed it up. Now, it tells you, if my above all the way, it would be about 13 hours for this to finish. Now, I have, since I spent $25, I actually have a lot of items that lets me kind of make things happen fast. I have 5 items that let me boost it by 15 minutes. I have 5 items that let me boost it by an hour. I have 9 items that let me boost it by an hour and 15 minutes. So, I could wanted to. And when you spend money on these packages, it does have you more. There's some that have it for days, so you can make this happen pretty quickly if you really want to. So I'm not actually going to do it. And of course, if you want, you can spend gold to do this. Now, for those of you that are complaining, why did you waste your gold? Well, it's for the sake of the video, and I can just get more gold because I spent money. My gold can go up to it's 100% now. So instead of getting, I think it was like 110 in the beginning, now I get 200 gold every time I do my treasury. So I can get gold pretty quickly as long as I log in often enough. And then once I want to save up enough gold, I might do something big with that. I just don't know yet. And if you have any suggestions on the best way to use your gold, feel free to comment. I don't mind. Give me some constructive criticism. I'm cool with it. But really, really important thing about this game, other than building structures, is research. Research is going to help you huge. It's going to help you in your defense of your base. It's going to help you with just helping your hero out in general. Now, there are other ways to help your hero, by the way. If you tap on the hero on the top left of your screen, it will show him here. Now you have AP. I only have 4 left right now that can boost certain things. So something that I kind of wish if I'd have known better, I would have probably done this a little differently. But something that I think is really important is hero attack. That basically is going to make it to where you know I can deal more damage to monsters. So, that's a big deal. Now, right now, I'm not even high enough experience to get to the next level, but, you know, it's a thing that you should focus on as much as you can, depending on what level you're at and how much AP you have. Now, of course, I started off doing a lot of production. So what this does increases your query's overall production rate. So it basically helps you to get stuff faster if you're constantly logged into the game trying to get stuff done. Warrior attack helps your units. Construction, I believe, is a speed, and yeah, which you construct things in general. Mine production is another resource, same as farm, and then of course your cavalry attack. So there's lots of things that you can do here, as far as pushing. Now, for your hero, I just recommend doing focus on hero attack first because I think attacking monsters is very important. So once you're maxed at your level of hero attack, then you can focus on other things if you want. So nothing wrong with that. And of course, in order to level up certain things, you have to level up other things to certain levels as well. And the game will tell you if you need to do so. That's the good thing about this game is that it actually tells you what you need to get what you want. So it's not going to be confusing. Another thing you want to do too is to equip your hero. Now, I kind of botched this the first time because it was my first time. I didn't know what I was doing. So I equipped a hunter's gaze. Um, That was the one that produces my maximum MP by 310 and my critical hit by 1.5%. Now, what I should have done, which is what I'm actually working on building right now, and it's actually in queue at the moment, is I actually need to craft one that's a higher level. And how you do that is if you go to your, I think it's your, there it is right there, the armory, and you go to craft. I could pick helmet, which is what I tapped on earlier, and then which it'll take a minute to load for me, and then it'll tell you what you can craft. Now, I'm actually already in the process of crafting a hunter's gaze at gold, which I believe is the best one, and it'll kind of tell you. So yeah, the gold is legendary, epic, and it goes down to basic. So you want to try to get legendary items as soon as you can because it'll just overall make it better. But that's currently what I'm crafting at the moment. So once I'm finished crafting it, then I'll actually have it. But right now I'm working on just hunters items because that's just the best way to deal with monsters. And you can also check other things you have. You can craft body armor, and typically the way that you would do it is it'll show you what's available, what you're able to craft, if as long as you have the materials. So you have a tunic. There's a hunter's carapace, which I'd like to craft, but I can't craft it right now because his hero level has to be 22. I'm only 18. And that's the thing. It kind of shows you where you're at and where you need to be, so you kind of can kind of scale what you need to do. It tells you how much gil you need, which I can get gil easily if I really wanted to. It's currently producing. But yeah, if you look at the numbers, 3340, it should go up here in a second. Well, actually, I think it only works in other areas, but either way, um, that number would normally rise if you're looking at stuff. But there's all kinds of items you can get, but you want to get the gold version of every item if you can. Uh, it'll be worth it. How do you get items, by the way? Because you do need craft materials. You need dyes, you need fabrics. So, in order to get scales or whatnot, you have to do that thing that I showed you earlier. Remember when we attacked and killed that monster? And then I had my people take over this base? Well, this is what gives you the materials that you need to craft items. So once you kill the highest level monster that you can currently do, you basically take over that area, and then once your people are done collecting, and just let them finish their collection, don't leave early. Just finish the collection, and it'll give you a bunch of stuff. And then once you get those bunches of stuff, the next thing that you're going to want to do is go back to the armory and then go to combine. And what you're going to want to do is you go to your materials, and then anything that's a lower level that you have four or more of, you want to combine them. So, for example, I have this item down here, this shard that I have four of. So, since I have four of them, I can combine them, continue, and then boom, I'll now have one of the next level. So, you want to keep doing that over and over. Now, if you have, let's say, here I have 11 of this bronze, and I want to combine, since I have enough to have multiples, it'll let you combine all instead of just combining them just one at a time. So you combine all, continue, and boom, now I'm going to have two of this level 2 item that I would have only had one of. So that's pretty cool. So the game is pretty smart about making things efficient. Sure, it could be a little bit better, but you know, because honestly, if I was to say craft, I wish I could have a combine. It'd be nice to have a combine all at current level to next level, and then boom, that would be kind of cool and a lot faster. Can at your current level. So about what to build again. I build multiples of farms and quarries and stuff like that just to kind of help my production a lot faster. As you can tell, I'm maxed out on food. I've been maxed out for a while, which is why I've been building a lot of food here and there. But once my millions of food goes away, then I'll be kind of starting over with everything else using the max level 100K. So, and of course, you can hold goes up as you build a certain item. I forgot exactly what it was or a certain structure, but basically my recommendation is to once since I'm at 13, build everything I have to 13 before going to 14. I wouldn't rush to the next level. Just make sure everything is maxed and then go from there. And again, you don't have to spend money. You can just do this a slower way. It's perfectly fine. And of course, if you're in a good guild and a lot of guilds will be very helpful and kind on helping you get resources if they can afford to, because they have to build too. And when you're the higher level you are, the more it costs to build stuff. So, but I would recommend if you're not the money spending kind of person, it is worth spending $5 on getting the at least the first package. I spent also the $20 one just because I just thought it was worth it, and it was. It helps you tremendously to spend just even a little smaller amounts of money. Now, everything after 20 is like $100. I think there's one that's for 50, but there's a bunch of them that are like for 100. You don't have to do that, but for those that want to get like way far ahead in building, that's definitely your way to go. I mean, it's kind of obvious. The more you spend, the faster things will go. But either way, this is a good. At least I hope this has been a good way to get you guys to get started. Attack monsters. Focus on your research hardcore. Hardcore research is going to be hardcore. Oh, and the last thing, your wall. You want to build up once you get whatever traps that you need. Build up those traps. Build up those because right now I'm up to where I can build archers of fire, lightning, and ice variety. So I've got those all built to the maximum I'm able to. So you want to make sure that you're currently, you actually build up your defenses so that when people attack you, they'll lose a bunch of their stuff too, and it gives them a smaller chance of hurting you. Now, of course, if they scout you, they'll be able to see what you have. But hey, if they have to send a bunch more people at you, that's better for you because if you counterattack and your defense was that good, you might be successful against them because they have less to hit you with, depending on what level they are. Now, if someone were to hit me from, let's say, Wolf Pack, which they've hit me like 2 or 3 times already, I can't do nothing about that because they're like in the millions of power. I only have about 176K. I'm no match for them no matter what happens at that point. I have to rally, and I'm not trying to do that. But but against someone that's about equal level, I could counterattack and easily like deal with them if I really wanted to. So either way, I hope this has been informative. And if you have any advice that you wish to give me that I didn't bring up, definitely feel free to comment. Um, and you know what? I'm actually going to do this. I don't usually ask for money, but I'm going to do this just because I can. For those of you who don't know, my birthday is actually coming up Sunday, July 30th. And if you wish to be very, very nice and to donate to my PayPal for my birthday, I would greatly appreciate it. If you want to do that, it will be at bigmcc18 at AOL.com. That is my that is actually my PayPal address. So if you want to donate some money to me, that'll be cool for my birthday. I don't like asking for money really, only because I do these kind of videos for fun. But since my birthday's coming up, I figured why not? Why not get gifts from people who like to watch my videos? So for those of you who want to donate to me directly, you can donate to bigmcc18 at AOL.com if you want to donate to my PayPal. Other than that, no, if nothing else, I actually appreciate the guys and girls that are actually watching my videos. I hope you enjoy them. And until the next time I decide to make a video, you guys take it easy.